Hi. So I'm feeling really called to talk to all of you a little bit about why I've been making all of these videos that pertain to the Bible and things within the Bible that um, like we didn't get the whole truth on and stuff. And I'm not trying to put the Bible down. I'm not trying to put down Christians. So I really just want to make that very clear to everyone that, like, I'm not trying to um, discredit your belief systems or anything like that. This cat. Um, I really just want to show you real evidence of how we have been duped and how we have been kept from our whole truth. I very much believe in God as a creator and that we were put here through their image, um, with their spark within us. I've lived that. I know that for a fact. Um, is my life perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it's not supposed to be. And we're all supposed to go through these roller coaster up and down things so that we can learn and grow from them. And I'm no different than anyone else as I've went through this journey of this experience. I've learned several things um, that are to our benefit, and also the things to stay away from. To steer clear of, mainly within belief systems and staying within that box. And if we're ever to truly um, become who our creators intended for us to be, we have to understand our whole truth. So that's why it's so important to me, and I'm so passionate about sharing these videos with you to show credible evidence that is out there. I mean, I've done the research. I know that it's there. I know, even through my own um, trial and error, scientific method type applications, what we can do, and where we're limited and why we're limited. And usually limits are inevitably because of our belief to feel like we are limited. um I mean, I've resurrected the dead, so I know that it's possible. Now, can we just resurrect every single person? No. My brother just died a month ago, um like right at a month ago, and I'm the one that found him dead. I didn't try to raise him back from the dead. I knew that he was gone. Um, and, some people have asked me, well, if you can do all these different wonderful things, why didn't you do things to help him? Well, there's this thing called free will, right? And if someone doesn't want your help or feels like they don't need it, then you're supposed to respect that. You can't just intervene in someone's life and their experience. So that was part of his experience, and that was actually really hard for me to accept because he was my best friend. I miss him every day, but that was his choice and his experience to have, and it's not my place to say different. Now, um, the person that I did resurrect was my 10-year-old child, and she didn't want to be dead. She didn't ask for what happened to her. Um, and she was savable, I guess you could say. Um, and sorry about the train going through. So you're not going to be able to just prevent literally anything bad from happening. However, if you know the things that I know, then you can absolutely transmute seeing it as a bad thing or an upsetting thing or a scary thing into something that was a learning experience and something more positive. Do you see the hummingbird behind me? Um, so when things happen to you in your life, if you look at it as a terrible thing, if you look at it as another obstacle or bad luck or, you know, whatever, then that's your free will giving into it, is what I'm trying to say. And then so it'll just be that way. It'll just be a negative thing, and you may or may not ever actually learn from it. And all things are put in our path for us to learn from, um, regardless of what it is. And I fully believe that. And I've went through plenty of awful things, and I still believe that. I still believe that all things happen for a reason, and that it's up to us how we act or react to these things to determine our outcome from them. You know, um, for example, people who have been told that they have terminal cancer. They've done studies on this that will show you that the ones that just accept this diagnosis will die within the time frame that the professionals gave to them. Whereas others who have this determination and this willpower to overcome it will actually overcome it and live a lot longer, and a lot of times even recover from that said illness. So it's like that placebo effect, right? And I actually first learned this or realized this with my grandmother, who many people referred to as a hypochondriac. And I guess her doctors agreed with that, because they got to where they were giving her a sugar pill and telling her that it was for this or that, and that it would help her to be better. And she would take the sugar pill, and sure enough, she felt great, as long as she had that pill. Because it was thought. It's the power of thought. Thought is so incredibly powerful, and we don't even realize it because nobody taught it to us. Nobody told us to understand that our thought is powerful, and our thought creates. So if we're not taught that, and we don't somehow learn that and figure that out in our own life on our own, and there's nobody like me out there trying to teach it to you or tell you about it, then you just continue to go through life having terrible thoughts about yourself or your situations, or even being hopeful that something good could happen to you, because your thought is telling you that you don't deserve it, or that this is just your luck, or whatever it is. And then, by God, those things are going to happen to you. And I know so many people in my personal life that have changed their outcomes and changed their quality of life because they've learned to change their thought. I've helped many clients to do this as well. Some of them are not as easily reached as others because they're too stuck in their opinion of their life, their outcomes and the way things are going to go for them. And if they're stuck in that, well, I can't help them, because you have to be willing to trust it and try it out for yourself. I mean, I can help you to heal whatever issues you have. I can absolutely do that. I can help you to heal things. But if you don't believe that it's going to work, then you've just wasted my time and your money, you know? Because thought is very powerful. And so thought needs to be thought of differently, right? And I really, really want that for you. I really want that for all of us. I want us to all understand how pertinent that is to how beautiful and beneficial our life can be. I don't want people that I love and care about, or even total strangers, to suffer. And we don't have to suffer. No one has to suffer. We truly can be healthy and whole in our mind, body, and spirit with belief, with thought, with reorganizing how we think and how we feel about stuff. And so when I'm doing these videos, I want you to understand that I'm really trying to reach you to show you the evidence that it's possible, that it's real, that it's tangible, and it's not hard to obtain. You don't have to be a practicing monk your entire life to achieve these things. You don't even have to meditate or do yoga or be a vegan or any, all of this new age crap that's totally hijacking this message really irritates me, to be honest. It really burns my biscuit. I'll be real with you. It burns my biscuit because it's unnecessary hoopla and noise that just causes more confusion and more daunting feelings that I can't obtain this. I'm already this age. How can I change now? I don't have enough years left in my life to be a practicing monk or turn into some guru or master or whatever. And none of that is even necessary in your world. Like, none of it, really. I'm not a saint. I don't live a saintly life. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to, do this, this, and this to achieve any of these things that I'm talking about. So now I have these, I have a whole host of services that I offer on my website that people either A, they can't afford it, or B, don't really truly believe that they could achieve anything from it. And I mean, that's what I hear a lot of times. Like, how is this really going to work for me? How would this really apply to me? Because I need to do this, this, and this to get there, right? And that's not even the case. You don't need a checklist to achieve any of the things that I offer to teach you. So I actually came up with an idea to have little community groups where you could pay a very low monthly type fee to be in the group, and then we'll just check in with each other frequently, different varying frequencies depending on which group you're signing up for, and really form a community where you can have one-on-one with me. You can talk with me. You can see things happening and experience this stuff in real time, so that you know for sure. Because I get it. Like, I totally get it. Everybody is like from the show me state, right? We're not going to just believe something that somebody tells them. And I don't want you to. I don't want you to just believe me because I'm spouting things off. That's why I'm always looking for ways to show tangible evidence to back up what I say. Because I don't want you to think I'm just somebody out there popping off to get popular. Because that's not what this is about. I genuinely, truly want to free you. I genuinely, truly want to help you learn how to take off your own shackles And we can do that in various ways. We can do that through herbal remedies. We can do that through learning meditation and yoga if that's what you need, or dietary advice. Oh, that was a wasp. We can also learn that through changing our thought. We can obtain that from having someone like myself that can help you to heal, to get you to a good place to start. And then I also give you the tools for how to move forward to continue that same benefit or improve upon it even. Expand upon it. Create the reality that you want and the life that you want, because we all deserve that, and that is truly what God wants for us. You know, our creator, creators, however you want to look at it. I just simplify it and say God, even though I know there's more than one. But we were created with their abilities and their spark so that we could enjoy this experience and be the beautiful caretakers of this beautiful earth that we've been given, and enjoy its abundance and its fruitfulness. And we can certainly do that if we know how. So these different little community groups that I'm doing now offer that. Some of them are simpler groups where it's just a weekly tarot, because some people just want some guidance. They don't really want to learn all of the other things, and that's fine too. I'm not judging anyone. So if you just want to do the weekly tarot just so that you've got some insight into how to navigate through your next week, that's okay too, because I understand, and there's never any pressure to go beyond, but it goes from as simple as weekly tarot readings all the way up to truly learning how to be that ascended master or guru that we are all capable of learning how to be. So there's different levels, there's different amounts of times that we'll do meetings and such. I already have several people that are signed up for these different groups. This is really an exciting time. But I want to bring this knowledge to the world. So it doesn't matter to me how many people are signed up for these community groups. I'm going to continue to speak to the worldwide audience until the masses understand what it is that we're capable of, and we can truly tip that balance and truly be empowered enough to take back our life, our sovereignty, our world the way that we're supposed to. So, you know, I'm on a mission where I'm not going to stop. It's not about how many customers I get or whatever, right? That's not my focal point. My focal point is to truly free all of us. And so I'm going to continue to do this and hopefully not bore you with all of my video evidence that I'm trying to provide to the Show Me State people, so that we all totally understand that this is feasible, this is tangible, this is something that you can obtain as a normal Joe, right? I mean, I'm a totally normal person. I live a very normal, simple life. I have 2 kids, we homeschool, we do crafts, we cut up, we watch TV together sometimes. Not really TV, it's really more like YouTube videos, but whatever. You know, we play board games, we play with our dogs and our cats, and we're just normal, simple people. But we live a good life because I know how. And I want you to live a good life. I want you to know how. So please don't take offense when I'm showing you where in the Bible we were misled. Please don't take offense when I speak to the Catholic Church and how they've intentionally left things out, because this was a very, very long time ago that this happened. And I'm sure that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of very good priests and preachers and rabbis and pastors and, deacons and all of that in the world that have very good intentions for all of us. And I mean them no shame, no harm, no hate, no shade. This is simply about going back to our history, going back to our roots, getting down to the meat and potatoes of it, the bones of it, if you will, and really seeing what happened, when it happened, where it happened, and knowing that we can do something about it. Because even though it's something that happened thousands of years ago, this is our time to shine. This is when we get to be excited about making real change. And all of the people that are in my Gen X era age group, you should be totally stoked and excited about this, because as teenagers we were rebels naturally without a cause, and now we actually have a cause to get behind to really make effective change in the world. I mean, how cool is that? How awesome is that we can make real change, real effective change for our own life, the people we love, and total strangers. It's a ripple effect, and it's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for all of us. So I hope that you stick with me on this journey. I hope that you're as excited as I am, or at least halfway as excited as I am, to learn this and to change the world. So that's what I got to say. I hope all of you have a great day. As usual, I'll see you again very soon with a new video. Take care.